Alright, what is up my dudes? We're going to keep this video nice and short. This time we're talking about Pauper. In the newest iteration, obviously it comes with some cool little prizes here, so I wanted to show you guys a deck that I found to be the most effective, at least for me. As you can see, I'm almost done with it. I was trying a bunch of different decks out and inadvertently kind of kept getting wins here and there and here and there, and then I realized, holy crap, I'm about to end this, and I don't know if it's going to be like Momir where you can just keep playing it or if it just ends at 15. So I figured I would at least record my last 3 wins. I do believe I'll probably get them very quickly. I've kind of been stomping with this deck. Before we get into it, let's kind of go over what the deck actually is, how it works. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. There's a link to the deck down in the description below. That goes to my EtherHub account. I have it uploaded. I gave a tiny little bit of a guide underneath it, but again, it's pretty straightforward. Essentially, you've got a heavy focus on light flyers, easy to throw out flyers. Then we've got just a couple instants, and then we've got some enchantments, and then luminous bonds to kind of do some board control. Now the cool thing about it is in Pauper, there's not really a lot of like flying creatures. There's not a lot of flying creatures that people play, except in white. Blue has a couple, but they're not really as good in my opinion as the white flyers. And once we get them beefed up, I mean, it's hard to, especially when we've got, you know, however many we've got here, 16 flyers in the deck. And because they're such low cost, we can keep us the amount of planes we have in the deck really, really low. And then we've got these Charmed Stray just because they're cute, and they generate pretty decent value. If you get a couple of them out on the field, great. If not, at worst, it's a one lifelink. So there is a tiny little bit of strategy that goes into it as far as when to use your enchantments, when to use the instants, but we'll get into that as we're playing. I assume that I'll have a chance to be able to explain it. Now, aside from this deck, the other really, really good deck for Pauper is going to be Blue-Black Dimir. There's a Dimir deck out there that you can also check out on EtherHub. It's not my upload, it's not my deck, so I didn't want to make a video on it, and I'm sure there's probably already a video out there on it, but definitely go check that deck out. And then some other honorable mentions as far as really good decks are going to be this Hexproof deck. I might upload it to EtherHub, but for the most part, if you're interested, Jade Guardian, a bunch of quick little throw stuff on them. This person makes a Hexproof Merfolk, and then a Hexproof Flyer, and then this like big old fucking turtle thing. I don't know. It actually works really well. You very consistently get like 6/6, 7/7 flyers up in the air. Nobody in Pauper has anything that they can do to Hexproof. So they're pretty much invincible once they're not 1/1s anymore, so that's pretty solid. But it wasn't as consistent as the White Weenies deck for me. The White Weenies deck is in my opinion the best one, so that's what we're going to be running here. It is pretty much a redux of my very first, I believe it was my very first Magic the Gathering video, which was White Poop 1.2. So now we've got Weenie Pooper. It's a lot better. It doesn't have a lot of new cards in it, but it is far superior to White Poop, the first version. Let's just get right into this. If I don't stop, I'll just keep babbling. And I did want to keep this one a little bit shorter. Domri. Cool. I pretty much keep anything unless I just like don't have any lands. 20 lands is how I originally had it set up, and it just felt like too little. And then I put 22 lands in it, and it felt like way too much. I just put 21, even though it's kind of a stupid land amount, but it's been working for me, so I've been running with it. Cool. So basically, what we want to do here is, if we think we're gonna get bolted, we want to save like Adamant Will. We don't want to just play it to just do damage. It gives indestructible, so we're gonna use a lot of our stuff in response to other stuff. Battlefield Promotion is also good. That'll put him out of range of a shock. This is probably what I will use. Or I could just use Knight's Pledge. Because it's turn 2, and there's no way he can shock before I put this enchantment on, it's actually worth putting on now. Now he's out of range of most things he's going to whip out, unless he has like 2 shocks, in which case, fine, he had to waste two spells just to kill one of my creatures, and I have a new one waiting for me here. Because I don't have any more lands, unfortunately, I am just going to hold back in case he starts trying to kill my Rustwing. I'm going to keep some of these back. These also provide life gain too, so we should be fine against red deck wins, but what I may do is play a battlefield promotion at the end of his turn if he doesn't do anything to try and kill my Falcon. Okay, I'm fine with that. Yeah, that's fine. These, yeah, these Pauper red deck win decks are not designed to be able to handle white wings very well. I'll take 6 here. I'm done. Please be a land. Yes, thank you. So now we can at least get this stray out. I mean, it's still gonna be decently close here. Charm Stray could catch one of these fools off guard with this, but Charm Stray will be really easy for him to shock in response to me playing an instant, so we'll see. I'll probably be better off. Oh, okay. Let's see. He could still shock me. Did he play? He played a shock already. Cool. And to you, I say nay, my friend. Very cool. So we're just going to swing on in here. Now we can play our Griffin, and that should be game. That should be game unless something horrible happens. Two, 4, 6. Oof. Okay. Alright, so this will be 4 life gained, so I will be at 7. I'll be able to block one of these, so I'll take 2. I'll be down to 5, 4. If I just block 1, she's got first strike, so she won't die. I'm just going to take 4 damage. Yeah, I'll be good. We good. Alright, 1 down. 2 to go. Right, let's do this. We've got everything we need. War Screecher is, by the way, just a replacement for Concordia Pegasus. They cost the same mana, have the same stats. He just happens to have an extra effect. Are you going to use that extra effect? Probably not most of the time, but at least it's there, just in case. As much as I love Pegasi, it goes with the whole bird theme, too. Pegasuses? Pegasuses? Hunted Witness. This will probably be an Orzhov deck, if I had to guess. Cool. Throw out our... I'm a cat. I'm a kitty cat. I'm meow 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 and I'm meow meow meow. Hello. Hunted Witness is a chump. I'm okay not blocking. Oh. So we've got a couple options here. Because he's running white, he's not going to really have anything that's going to like have the destroy effect, unless he is running Orzhov, and I'm just not. He just has been unlucky with lands. So what we could do is attack with our Rustwing and our Charmed and everything, and just use Adamant Will on whatever whatever he ends up not blocking, or whatever he ends up blocking. But if he blocks the small one, will we still kill it? Yeah. Okay, cool. So we're just going to swing in with Everthan. Cool. So I guess we didn't need to do anything, so we're good. So we'll just play this War Screecher and still have a blocker up. Sucka. My white weenies is superior to yours. He could be trapping me too, so I'm actually not gonna do that. He probably just wants the life gain and knows that he can't die. But if he does have a response there, then I am le boned. So I'm gonna not do that because right now I have pretty good advantage. Ooh, Mentor, huh? I don't want him doing anything. Guess I probably should have attacked first, seeing if I could have killed that Silver Beak, but I just really didn't want the instructor doing anything. He probably realizes it was too hard to overcome my advantage. I just had way too much board advantage. Alright. We doing it big. It's been like 10 minutes. Oh, people with hella fucking new avatars and shit. Sarah, nice. I can do it. Whenever he attacks, you may pay 10. If yeah, he gets flying. Okay, cool. That is a-okay with me. Target creature with converted mana cost 2 or greater. Ooh, sucks, dude. Converted mana cost 1, dude. Sorry. What was that? Whenever there's 2 other creatures attack, put a +1/+1 on Battalion. Ooh, I don't like that. I'm just gonna not allow that to happen if that's fine with you. Oh god, this guy. better check something real quick. How much space do I have left? Oh, I'm good. I do it every video. Right, so... Screecher puts us in a better position. Screecher puts us in a position where if he gets... Yes, so we will be able to Adamant Will against his battalion when they attack. Oh, oops. Oh, well. Oh. If we don't attack, then he may feel foolish for attacking with everybody. Or he'll say, fuck it, I want to beef her up, and I'll just use Adamant Will with Rustwing, and we'll be fine. The hell is that noise? Farewell, my fair weather friend. Well, those were really easy. If it lets me keep playing, we'll see if we can find some harder ones. Which kind of sucks because everyone that I would be playing is trying to get these card art, so I feel bad. But I want to show you guys better gameplay because those matches were really easy. So Josuyukita, I'm very, very sorry that I have to do this. Hopefully you win, actually. That'd be nice. And then that way I can feel like I wasn't a total douche. Looks like it's red. I played like against tons of Demir leading up to recording this video, like tons. I was like, literally every single person is playing this exact same deck. I played it against a ton of rats too. Oh, this is gonna be Boros. Okay, so maybe it won't. It's not red deck wins at least. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and bait some type of bolt. That's why I haven't put out my Healer's Hawk yet. Typically, if they're leaving a red mana open like, or red land open like that, I mean, maybe not, but we can do one of two things. We can battlefield promotion, or even, well, or we just, oh, you know what? Let's throw this out. That means I definitely need another mana or land. Nice. Flying haste. Farewell, my fair weather friend. Joke's on you. Can't tap a creature if all of my creatures are already tapped. He's a 2/3, so we can't be attacking with this guy. But we can attack with this fool and this fool. I don't think he'll be stupid enough to block. But that works for us. Which one are you gonna tap, dude? Oof. He probably got a bolt. He's probably got a bolt. Have a bolt, dude. Nice. Jaya's bolt. Oh, you're not even gonna give me the life for it? Well, although we do have definite board control, we also have no cards in hand, which is not an ideal spot to be in. I'm not even gonna risk. I'm not even gonna risk it, just because I've got so much life right now that it doesn't really matter. Tap target creature, cool. I'm gonna bluff with this plains here. We are just going to ride this wave as long as it can go. I know that there's a red card people are using in Pauper that does 1 damage to everything on the field, on my side of the field at least. So they could theoretically be playing that, but we're pretty safe here. Oh, darn. I did not mean to attack with Charmed Stray. But, oh, could I have just won? I could have just done lethal. Oops. Whatever. It's fine. That was a big oops. That's why I'm a fucking noob. Alright, we'll do one more. I don't want to take away other people's, like, I'm just take my word for it. I've just been stomping everybody with this deck pretty easy. Don't know that I've lost yet. I don't want to say I have a perfect record. I was switching in between. Because, like, I won a few with it, and then I wanted to try this Simic deck, and then I had a Rats deck that I had made right before this, so I made some alterations to the Rat deck, so I wanted to try a couple more things out there, so, and yada yada yada. But I really can't recall losing yet. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. So pretty okay opening hand. This time we got a little bit more lands than we've been getting historically. So it looks kind of like we don't have a lot going on in our hand, and we're drawing more lands. Which is not where we want to be. Ooh, 3-color, huh? And Pauper? That's pretty interesting. I can dig it. Maybe it's just a... Ooh, maybe it's an artifact deck. Mucho interesante. He's got Menace. Okay. Oh, and that's that Modelo. Come at me, bro. Oh. That's cool. Can't attack or block. And it's activated. Oh, this was going to be the one game I could actually use it. Big oof. Big oof. Is he gonna proliferate? Or just put a 1? I guess it's the same thing. Oh, hashtag nice. Sweet. Well. Do we bait and attack? I can use these both and get first strike, and I'll have 3, 4, but if he blocks with both, he dies, which is not ideal. Oh no, not he won't die because of adamant will. Yeah, I didn't really think about that. That's fine. Maybe not my smartest move, but, I mean, whatever. We gain some life. I wonder what he's got going on back here, because he's got tons of open mana. No. Huh? Is he going to proliferate again? That'd be cool. Should I put some bonds or keep my adamant will open? No. How about we give you a taste of your own medicine? How about that? Right, I am just going to hope that he doesn't have any more fucking bindings or something stupid like that. I really was expecting that to go differently. I want to keep my Griffin alive. I've got a lot more enchantments, so we're just going to take it easy this round. It's a very weird deck, but I guess it's like a proliferate, amass, control deck. Really not much I can do here. Until at least I get some power-ups. Oh, jeez. See if he calls my bluff. Nice. Oof. Big oof. Oh man. We haven't recorded like at all. I guess it's like 30 minutes, huh? Well, here's what we'll do. I'm going to pretend like I'm finishing the recording right here. I'm going to play one more match. If it's whack, then I'm just going to cut it out, save us all some time. And if it's cool, I'm going to leave it in, and we'll go from there. Hopefully this deck did help you guys out. This should be easier than the Momir event. There's a lot less like guesswork and randomness involved. That being said, a lot of times Pauper is a little bit harder to find something that works consistently, because there's not really necessarily one Pauper deck to rule them all. The reason I was trying a few different ones out is because just like any meta, it kind of evolves, and everybody's using rats, so then everyone switched to Dimir, and then Dimir starts stomping rats, and then there's Dimir everywhere, so people switch to this, and so on and so forth. It just kind of is constantly evolving, so it is a good idea to maybe have a few different decks that you want to try out. So definitely head over to Ether Hub. I'm not like paid to say that. I just do think it's a cool place, so like go check them out. There's a lot of different decks there. There's actually one of the options you can choose when searching for a deck is called MTGA events, and that's where you'll find like Pauper decks and stuff like that. Okay, so this is a different deck. This deck I've been seeing a lot. It's like a Wizards deck, using this Burning Prophet is the main thing that they use, and they just pump them up. It's actually a really cool deck, so this is good that at least we're getting something a little bit different. It does have some burn, which is kind of concerning, but has a fair amount of burn actually. Could have also Adamant Will attacked, but that would be a very short-term solution. Yeah, I'm definitely not stupid enough to block that. Oof. So like I mentioned, there's definitely some burn in this deck, let me tell you. But next turn, we're just going to take care of this wizard. Since that is a very integral part of his strategy. This is definitely the type of match where you don't want to put all of your enchantment eggs into one basket. So we are... Oh, I didn't mean to press next, actually. But let's see. Let's see if we can bait him in. Because Sky Theater Strix is also very... a big part of this strategy here, because it also gets +1/+1 whenever you do some type of anything that's not a creature spell. So if we can draw another land, I'm going to split apart these Knight's Pledges. Burn galore, huh? Good cat. No. I'm a cat. I'm a kitty cat. And I dance, 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 and I dance, dance, dance. I'm a cat. I'm a kitty cat. Oof. Fucking Attack of the Cats right now, man. He's got too much open mana. It's worrying me. Keep my Adamant Will open. Just in case. Probably also has a bounce somewhere in here. Three damage, huh? Yeah, it was not going to go well for you, my friend. Well, thought it was going to be kind of a decent match. That is a good deck. That's a good deck. I'm not going to lie. Like, if you go find that online, it's actually a pretty decent deck. I do think my White Weenies deck is a little bit better, but it is definitely a fun, cool deck to play. But anyways, like I mentioned before, hope this helped you guys out. I might, if I find another deck that's on par with this one or better, I will make another video. But for now, before everybody starts copying this, go out there, get your 15 wins, and then that way you can get out of it before everybody's running this exact same deck. It is on EtherHub. If you go have an EtherHub account, like my deck, please leave a comment if you on EtherHub, and also here in the video. Also subscribe, like, follow, fucking all that shit. I will see you guys soon.